we want your top 5 Premier League captains of all time. Now, this is not easy because people are going, oh, thanks a lot, you forgot me.
Yeah.
But take it away, Tim. Give us 5. And why?
5 of who have won the most, all different characteristics in them players. And I think I have to start at Chelsea with John Terry. I think if you win that much Premier Leagues and cup competitions, you have to be a top draw leader, someone who come through the academy there, and it meant so much to him, and he would instill so much into that dressing room of the foreign boys who were coming in, integrating them into how Chelsea wanted to go about things. They're a million miles from that now, by the way, but John Terry has to be there. Patrick Vieira, someone I played against many times, invincible. I think for that reason alone he has to be on this list. Vincent Kompany, obviously.
Feel for him now at the moment. I feel for him.
Difficult for Vinny now because he's obviously in the Championship. You can play how you want, with the best players. It doesn't matter. I think you have to try and tailor it a little bit to the Premier League because you get punished for making mistakes, and they're playing out from the back and they're getting it robbed and they're getting punished in the Premier League. But as a captain of Man City, he was just incredible and unassuming guy, kept level-headed. He led by example on the pitch as well. And we go to Manchester, we have to say Roy Keane. Roy was a great competitor, a wonderful player to play with, against. And I think if Roy wasn't playing well, he'd make others play well.
Yeah, which is a skill in itself.
It's key.
You rather than going your shell, you urge other people on.
And he obviously ruled with an iron fist as well. He would be telling them. I always believed it's not about blowing smoke up each other's backside. Sometimes you have to get some bad news and you have to take it in the correct way. Yeah. And I think the captain leads from the front on that. And my last one would be a shock. He's a Liverpool player, and everyone thinks I'm just going to say Steven Gerrard straight away. But I think that the greatest captain they've had in the Premier League history is Jordan Henderson.
Wow! Gerrard.
Because I think Stevie is an incredible player and amazing. And I don't know what he did behind the scenes, but what he did was obviously very good. But Jordan, for me, having won the Champions League and the Premier League, I think it just edges it. And he was obviously a leader. He was someone who didn't care about what people thought of him when he was telling them bad news on the pitch. He would deal with it. I think he was good foil between the management and the players with Jurgen, and he was a good servant to the club. And I think he has to go up there as one of the greatest Premier League captains.
Wow. And we were talking just quickly, we're talking off air about people like Brian Robson, midfield. What a star. Talk about a complete player. Hard, fair, tough, honest, great player. One
of the best players I've ever played against. At Old Trafford, obviously, they were a fantastic team. And I grew up watching Brian. Playing against him was just the toughest job ever. He could break up the game. He could smash you around the pitch. He would dribble the ball through lines past you. He'd referee the game. There's nothing he couldn't do. He could score goals. He was just Captain Marvel, as his nickname was, and he was just magnificent.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.